Hello. In this video, we're going to create a Python program that will convert any units that we may have seen in our life. So to do so, I have opened a unit converter calculator from online, and this is going to be the calculator we are going to make with Python. So in this calculator, we have length. We can convert from meters, kilometers, and so on to all the units to the right. So you can pick any of these, say, for example, miles, and we can convert to meters all the way to light years. And then we have the section for temperature. We're going to create all these functions, and that does all these conversions. So we have Celsius, Kelvin, Fahrenheit, we have area, volume, weight, and time. So this is the calculator we are going to make using Python. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over to Python. I've already started a file called unit conversion program.py. So, and then I've already created a function called print menu. So in this print menu, we are going to be doing these 6 things: length all the way to time. And notice I have tab. So I have tabbed from one to another. So from length to temperature, we use tabs. So that way we have space to put in all the things that we need to put in there. So it doesn't get too dense or too convoluted or whatever. All right. So and then and also I've created another function called length print menu. This one is the one for length. So we can convert from any of these. So meters, kilometers, all the way to light years. To so we can convert from these to say another thing that we want to convert to. For example, if we choose meters, we can convert that to all of these things up to light years. All right, so let's now go ahead and create a new function just similar to the one above. So we're going to copy and paste this, and we're going to change it. We're going to create a meter print menu function. So this is going to be called meters, like that. Meter conversion print menu. All right. So in here we convert from meters. So sorry. So convert from meters to, like this. And then we have the backslash n to enter a blank line. All right, so for the first one, we have kilometers. So just put a kilo, and then this is going to be, oops, and m, like that. And then the second one will be centimeters. So control X and then control V. Third one will be millimeters. We can control X this and put it here. And fifth one will be micrometers. Oops. Our fourth one will be micrometers, so we can copy and paste that there. And then 6 will be nanometers. 7th will be miles. 6 will be miles. And then 7th will be yards. And we can copy and paste that. 8 is feet. 9 is inches. 10 is light years. And we can get rid of all of this. And I'm going to change these to capital letters. Since these are the beginning of the words, we're going to make them capital. All right, so that's how we create that first function. It converts from meters it converts meters to kilometers all the way to light years. All right, so that's the first function that we're going to make. We're now going to make a meters to kilometers function. So we're going to say def meters to kilometers. All right, so in this function, we're going to say while true. So we're going to do a while loop and do a try and except block. So this takes care of the exception handling for our code. So we want the user to keep we want the function to keep telling the user loop back to him or her until they input the right right number. So say try. In the try block, we're gonna say m equals float input, enter the length in meters. Oops, okay. And then here we have that. All right, so that takes the user input for meters, and then kilometers now equals meters over 1,000. So for example, if the user inputs 1,000 meters, that will equal 1 kilometer. And then we're going to print here, we're going to say \n to create a new line. So we're going to do some formatting. Meters equals 1 kilometers. And then this is going to be the format meters, comma, kilometers. All right, so that's our print function there, and then we can break out of here now, and we're going to have an except value error. So in case the user inputs incorrect, or a string or something like that, this should be capital E, except value error, like that. All right, and here we're going to say print invalid inputs. And you can put more things in there if you want, like try again or something like that, but this should be good enough. This lets the user know that they entered the incorrect thing, and then we continue. So we have break here. If they enter the right number, we break out of here, and if they don't enter the right number, we come to the except value error, and then it continues. It loops back to here for them to enter the right value. All right, so that's the two functions I'm going to make in this video, and now we're going to go to make our main function. So def main, and in main we're also going to have a while true and this one is for looping for the user to, if they want to exit the program or not. So while true, I'm going to come down here and say enter a blank line, and let's move this up a little bit. So answer equals input. Do you want to exit the program? So this is only for if they wanted to run the program again, or if they want to exit the program. So we're going to say Y for yes. All right. And if answer equals Y, we want to break out of the program. All right. And before I forget, I'm going to call the main function also, because I tend to make my program and then run it, and the main function is not there. All right, so that's how we start with main. But let's start with calling the print menu function that we have here. So when you're going to run the program, first thing in main, we're going to be displaying this menu to the user to make a selection. So I'm going to put that there. And then now if choice, so actually choice equals something. So we have choice equals input. So which calculation do you want to make? So we're going to have the user make a choice in which one of them they wanted to do. All right, here should be a question mark, and like that. All right, so if choice equals 1, then we're going to call the length print menu function that we created here. So copy and paste that there. So if choice is 1, we're going to call that function, and then choice, we're going to call we're going to have another input for the user to choose one of the functions again. So put that here. Pick one of the options now. So pick options like this. All right. And now if choice is 1 again, if choice equals 1, so now we're going to call the meter, this function here. So that's, so if so first of all, we call this print menu function, give it to the user. They make a choice, say they choose length. This would be this one, length number 1. And when they choose that, we have another print menu function called meter, called a length print menu function. So here they will make one of the options. So we're going to have meter conversion print menu, kilometer conversion print menu, and so on. So if it's the meter one, we're going to call this function here. If they pick number 1, that's going to be the meter print menu function. And here I'm going to call this choice command again. So here they're going to choose to convert from meters to one of the other options. All right. So now if choice equals 1 again, we're going to call meters to kilometers. Meters to kilometers. So, and then let's put in some else blocks. Else, it's print invalid inputs. So that takes care of the first if else block. So let's copy and paste this again for the other option. So we have if here, and then if here, and then also here. So I'm going to need to put in another one. There we go. Okay. Didn't need to do that twice. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and run our program and see how it looks. So I'm going to hit run. Oops, it looks like I forgot to put in an equal symbol. Let's go ahead and run it. All right, so we're going to pick number 1. We're going to choose number 1 again, and then we're going to call. So let's do kilometers, and we're going to put in 1005. So this equals 1.005 kilometers. 1005 meters equals this amount in kilometers. So do you want to exit? I'm going to say no, and then run it again. Choose number 5. See what it happens. It says invalid input because we haven't created the weight section yet. So that's what we're going to do next. So I'm going to hit yes to exit the program, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of the sections that would be for area, weight, volume, temperature, and so on.